The world of women's basketball has witnessed something extraordinary over the past year. Caitlin Clark, the former Iowa Hawkeyes superstar, has not only brought new energy to the Indiana Fever, but has also changed the landscape of the WNBA. Her arrival has sparked astonishing changes, including a stunning 320% rise in attendance and plans for a $78 million state-of-the-art training facility. Let's explore how this all unfolded, what it means for the WNBA, and why fans can't stop talking about the Caitlin Clark effect. What makes Caitlin Clark so special? Her talent on the court is undeniable. Known for her deep three-point shooting, dazzling ball handling, and unparalleled basketball IQ, Clark became a household name during her time at Iowa. Her performances in college captured national attention, making her one of the most talked about players in recent basketball history. When the Indiana Fever acquired her, fans knew they were in for something special, but no one could have predicted the scale of her impact. Clark isn't just a player, she's a movement. She brought excitement, passion, and a wave of fans to the Fever, a franchise that had struggled to find its footing in recent years. Before Clark's arrival, the Fever's attendance averaged around 4,000 fans per game. By the end of her first season, that number skyrocketed to over 177,000 fans per game, a 320% increase that led the entire league. It wasn't just a jump, it was a revolution. Clark burst into the national spotlight during the 2023 NCAA tournament, where her dazzling performances propelled the Iowa Hawkeyes to the championship game. Known for her deep three-point shooting range, scoring prowess, and competitive fire, Clark set multiple records during the tournament, including most points and three-pointers made. Her electrifying play and knack for delivering in high-pressure moments made her a household name, with millions tuning in to watch her games. The 2023 NCAA Women's Championship game, where Iowa faced off against LSU, drew a record 9.9 million viewers, the largest audience for a women's college basketball game in history at the time. USA Today's Lindsay Schnell noted that Clark's emergence during the tournament was a key factor in this surge of attention, while Richard Deitch of The Athletic highlighted how her long-range shooting and undeniable star power attracted even casual basketball fans to the sport. By the time Clark's senior season rolled around in 2023-24, her impact was undeniable. Iowa home games sold out for the first time in program history, a remarkable feat considering the team had only sold out 3 regular season games prior to Clark's arrival. The excitement surrounding her play extended beyond Iowa, as ticket prices and attendance numbers surged wherever the Hawkeyes played. The term Caitlin Clark effect became a common refrain in publications such as BBC News, The Washington Post, and USA Today, signifying her unparalleled ability to draw fans to women's basketball. The highlight of Clark's senior year came on October 15th, 2023, when Iowa hosted DePaul in a preseason exhibition game at Kinnick Stadium, setting a new single-game attendance record for women's basketball with 55,646 fans in attendance. Throughout the season, Iowa consistently packed arenas, breaking records at venues across the country. Her influence was felt even at neutral site games, such as the matchup against Virginia Tech in Charlotte, North Carolina, which drew 15,196 fans, the highest attendance for a women's college basketball game in state history. Clark's impact wasn't confined to ticket sales. Her games consistently delivered historic television ratings, further demonstrating her ability to captivate audiences. The Wall Street Journal dubbed her the GOAT of TV ratings, underscoring her unprecedented ability to draw viewers. The 2024 NCAA tournament showcased her immense popularity. Her first 3 games of the tournament each became the most viewed women's college basketball games prior to the Final Four. Her Elite 8 rematch against LSU averaged 12.3 million viewers, breaking the existing women's basketball viewership record, only to be surpassed days later by her Final Four contest against UConn, which drew an astonishing 14.2 million viewers. The crescendo came in the national championship game against South Carolina, which shattered records with 18.9 million viewers, becoming the most watched basketball game, men's or women's, since 2019. This was the first time in history that the women's title game outdrew the men's final, a testament to Clark's magnetic appeal. Clark's influence didn't wane after her collegiate career ended. Selected as the first overall pick by the Indiana Fever in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark's arrival in the league brought unprecedented attention. The draft itself averaged 2.45 million viewers, making it the most watched in WNBA history and the most viewed league broadcast since 2000. Clark's professional debut against the Connecticut Sun on May 14, 2024, was the most watched WNBA game since 2002 and broke records for viewership on ESPN2. Her subsequent games continued to draw enormous audiences. On May 18th, her matchup against the New York Liberty became the most watched WNBA game ever broadcast on ABC, with 1.71 million viewers. In the following weeks, games featuring Clark broke viewership records on multiple networks including ESPN, ION, and NBA TV. The excitement surrounding Clark's entry into the WNBA translated into packed arenas. Analysts predicted her presence would drive millions of dollars in economic impact, and the early returns were remarkable. Her debut month with the Indiana Fever saw attendance records fall in cities across the league. The Los Angeles Sparks, New York Liberty, and Seattle Storm all set franchise attendance records while hosting Clark and the Fever. To accommodate demand, several teams moved games against the Fever to larger arenas. For instance, the Washington Mystics shifted their June 7, 2024 game to the Capital One Arena, where 20,333 fans watched, the largest attendance for a WNBA game since the 2007 finals. The regular season finale between the Mystics and Fever, also held at Capital One Arena, drew 20,711 fans, setting the league's all-time record for regular season attendance. Beyond attendance and viewership, the Caitlin Clark effect has had measurable economic benefits. In March 2024, the Common Sense Institute Iowa estimated that Clark's popularity added between $14.4 million and $52.3 million to Iowa's GDP, generating approximately $82.5 million in consumer spending. Similarly, a study from Ball State University projected that her presence in Indiana would bring over $2.4 million to the central Indiana economy and attract an additional 26,000 fans to Fever games. Clark's appeal is also rooted in her ability to connect with fans. Her passion for the game and genuine appreciation for her supporters have drawn comparisons to pop superstar Taylor Swift, who is similarly known for her close relationship with fans. Some commentators have likened Clark's cultural significance to the rivalry between Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, which revolutionized men's basketball in the 1980s. While Clark's meteoric rise has been celebrated, it has also sparked conversations about race and representation in sports. Critics, including columnist Jamili Hill and WNBA star Aja Wilson, have noted that Clark's identity as a white straight athlete from the Midwest has likely contributed to her broad appeal, particularly among audiences that have historically overlooked black female athletes. Jim Trotter of The Athletic suggested that Clark's mainstream popularity is, in part, due to these demographic factors, though her record-setting achievements on the court remain the foundation of her fame. Other voices, like USA Today's Christine Brennan, argue that Clark's popularity was not manufactured by media narratives, but instead grew organically because of her electrifying style of play and her ability to deliver unforgettable moments on the court. Regardless of the debate, there is no denying that Clark's presence has reshaped perceptions of women's basketball. One of the most tangible results of Clark's impact is the announcement of a new $78 million training facility for the Indiana Fever. This isn't just a minor upgrade, it's a groundbreaking project that will transform the way the team operates and prepare them for a bright future. The Indiana Fever Sports Performance Center is set to open before the 2027 WNBA season and will be located on the site of the former Marion County Jail in downtown Indianapolis. The facility will span 3 stories and 108,000 square feet, featuring 2 full-size basketball courts, state-of-the-art strength and conditioning spaces, and recovery rooms equipped with infrared light therapy and hydrotherapy pools. It will also include a podcast and content production studio, underscoring the Fever's commitment to engaging with fans and expanding their digital presence. Privately funded by Fever owner Pacers Sports and Entertainment, this development marks a significant milestone for the team and the league as a whole. The Fever have long shared practice space with the NBA's Indiana Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. While functional, the arrangement didn't offer the team its own dedicated home. Now, with this new facility, the Fever will have a space that reflects their growing stature and ambition. Fans have already started calling it the house that Clark built, a nod to the player who many credit with sparking this transformation. While the Fever's new facility is impressive, it's part of a larger trend across the WNBA. The league is experiencing a period of accelerated growth, with several teams investing in purpose-built training complexes. The Las Vegas Aces, owned by NFL personalities Mark Davis and Tom Brady, recently completed a facility that is nearly 3 times as expensive as the Fever's. The Phoenix Mercury, Seattle Storm, and Chicago Sky have also announced or completed new facilities, with the defending champion New York Liberty pursuing one as well. These investments are not just about infrastructure, they're about positioning the WNBA as a premier sports league. For years, women's basketball has fought for recognition, media coverage, and resources comparable to its male counterparts. Now, with rising attendance, increased TV viewership, and stars like Caitlin Clark leading the way, the league is proving its potential to investors and fans alike. Fans have taken to social media to celebrate Clark's impact, with many suggesting that the new facility should be named after her. Names like the Caitlin Clark Center and Triple C have been floated, emphasizing just how much fans associate her with the team's recent success. Some have even joked about including a picture of every WNBA player on the side of the building to ensure no one feels left out, but the message is clear. Clark has become the face of the Fever's resurgence. If you're a basketball fan, especially one who has supported women's sports, this is an exciting time. The WNBA's growth is not just about numbers, it's about creating a better experience for players and fans. The new facilities being built across the league, including the Fever's $78 million complex, are designed to provide players with the resources they need to excel, while also enhancing the fan experience. For Fever fans, this transformation is deeply personal. Many of them have supported the team through challenging years, and seeing this level of investment feels like validation. The rise in attendance shows that the fans are showing up, and the team is responding by investing in their future. The Fever's attendance jump has undoubtedly brought significant financial benefits. With ticket sales, merchandise, and concessions, the team's revenue has likely increased dramatically. While exact figures haven't been released, it's reasonable to estimate that gate revenue alone is generating over $1.5 million per game. This influx of money makes projects like the new training facility possible and positions the Fever as a financially stable franchise. Merchandise sales also soared to unprecedented levels, with the WNBA reporting a 500% increase over the previous year. Clark led the way as the top-selling player, outpacing even other high-profile rookies like Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky. Her popularity transcended the basketball court, turning her into a cultural icon whose jerseys and branded merchandise became hot commodities. Clark's appeal is multifaceted. On the court, her record-breaking performances captivated fans, while off the court, her engaging personality and authentic connection with supporters solidified her status as a fan favorite. This dual appeal has made her an indispensable asset to the league, driving both immediate financial gains and long-term brand loyalty. Despite her immense contributions, Clark's rookie salary of $76,535 starkly highlights the inequities within the WNBA's financial structure. Under the current CBA, average player salaries hover around $120,000, with rookie minimums set at $64,154 and veteran maximums capped at $241,984. By contrast, NBA players receive 50% of league revenues, a disparity that has become a focal point for criticism and calls for reform. The WNBA Players Association took a decisive step in addressing these inequities by opting out of the current CBA, originally set to expire in 2027. While her WNBA salary may be modest, Clarke's financial situation is buoyed by a robust portfolio of endorsement deals. In 2024, she earned an impressive $11.1 million, placing her among the highest-paid female athletes in the world. Her 8-year contract with Nike, worth $3.5 million annually, forms the cornerstone of her endorsement income. Additional partnerships with Gatorade, Gainbridge, Hy-Vee, Xfinity, Wilson, Buick, and State Farm Insurance further solidify her financial standing. Her ability to command such lucrative deals not only benefits her personally, but also elevates the profile of the WNBA, attracting new sponsors and broadening the league's appeal. But it's not just about the Fever and Clarke. The entire WNBA benefits from this growth. Higher attendance and increased TV ratings mean more revenue for the league, which can be reinvested into marketing, player salaries, and expansion efforts. It's a virtuous cycle that starts with stars like Caitlin Clarke bringing fans to the games. The Fever's new facility is expected to open before the 2027 season, but its impact will be felt long before then. For players, it's a sign that the organisation is committed to their success. For fans, it's a promise that the Fever is building something lasting. And for the league, it's another step toward establishing the WNBA as a major player in professional sports. Caitlin Clarke's story is far from over. She's already changed the game for the Fever and the WNBA, but her influence is only beginning to unfold. As the Fever prepares for the next chapter, they do so with a sense of optimism and momentum that hasn't been felt in years. What do you make of all this? Drop a comment below and let us know how you feel about the changes happening in women's basketball. And if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the Caitlin Clarke effect and what it means for the Indiana Fever and the WNBA, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring you more stories about the athletes, teams, and moments that matter most.